All right, this is going to be a lesson on Going Up the Country by Canned Heat, and it's also going to be a blues jam in the key of B flat. So let's take a look at our rhythm to start with. We got this cool little rhythm figure. So we've got like a D shape up here on the 10th fret, and if you kind of get your thumb to touch that big string, it'll be muted, or you can just try to pick around that, but we're trying to get the bottom 3 strings. And then open on that G string. So it's 3 of them and 1 of the other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're gonna accidentally hit this string if you can't kind of mute it somehow. So if you can get your thumb around there just to touch that string, not to make a note or anything, it's enough to mute it. That way you can get to that. You can kind of strum them all and not worry about noises on that big string there. So we end up doing that 8 times. Then we're going to come down here to the 3rd fret, do the same thing. But just 4 times, so half as much as that. And then we're back here 4 times. And then we're going to come here to the 5th fret. We're just not going to do the open thing. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're back up here. And that's a whole 12-bar blues. So this is the B flat. You could think of it as like that. That's the same type of chord. And then the E flat, when you come down here, you could think of that as like a chord like this. Or you could think of the bluesy chord like that. And you could think of the B flat bluesy chord like that. So a couple ways to look at it. You got regular major, or you got B flat 7. And you have regular E flat major, or you could have this E flat 7, 9, extra bluesy funky chord. And then for the F here, we have these notes. We could look at it like this F. Or we could look at it like we had that E flat and bring that up here, 7 with 8s. That's like an F9, F7, 9. This would be the E flat, 7, 9. And here's the B flat 7. Okay, so our whole progression here, let's start it together. 3 and 4 and. Okay, so that's our main progression thing. So let's slow that way down. So we got 3 and 4 and. Five, 6, 7, 8. Now let's jump down here. 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. And then we're back up here for 4 of these. 3, 4. We got 5th fret, 3, 4. No opens on that one. So that's like 4 sets of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4. And then we're back up here, 3, 4. Okay, so that's one whole progression. So let's try that nice and slow through the whole progression. 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, then later in the song, towards the end, we're going to start a new thing that starts on this chord. And then back up. And then 5th fret. Back to 10. Okay, so that's just like an 8-bar phrase that starts on this, what you call the 4 chord, the E flat. So then it's going to do the same thing for a little interlude bit, and we're going to have all these cool little oboe melodies coming up soon here. So once again, we got this. This would be our interlude towards the end. And then fifth. And then 10th. We're going to go 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it goes back into the strumming of the first part. So once again, this from this change, we're going to come up here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I pull that out on that fourth beat. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 2 measures. The first measure is 1, 2, 3, 4. And the second measure is 1, 2, 3, 4. So that whole thing ends up being 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Back to that. It does one more cycle through. Fifth. No, open on that. Doesn't really sound bad if you wanted to. Doesn't really work that great right there, I guess. And then at the end, we have a similar. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and that's it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, so now we're going to look at our melodies from the oboe. So we got, so you can either just go 8, 10, 13, or you can kind of slide quick from the 6 to 8. Okay, that's our first thing. Either 8, 10, 13, or slide into the 8 from 6, 10, 13. Now here we're going to go 8, 10, 8 on the first string, and then 6, 8 on the second to this little 6. So, and then we have a 10, and then we do this again. So a few times of that. And then we go 9 to 10, and then 13 twice, and then the same riff. Okay, so one more time, we got 10, riff, and again, and then we got 9 to 10, 13 twice, and then this riff again. Okay, then later on the interlude part, after 2 verses, we're going to have, so that's the highest fret, 18, and then 13, 15, 13, 9, 10. That's a cool little bluesy half step. So we got, and then our same riff. 10, riff again, same, and then that ending. Okay, and then there's going to be another interlude with the same thing. To the 10. Riff again. And then the 9 to 10 to 13's ending. Okay, now when we get to the interlude where it switches to this chord, it has a little verse there, and then it has an interlude with the melody that's going to happen here. So we got, so that was 9 to 10, and then 6, 8, 6. So we got, and then 6, 8 twice to the 10. Then we got 9, 10, 9, 10, 13, 13, 9, 10, 6, 8, 6. So here goes the whole thing here. Okay, and that leads into kind of the quick sort of false ending kind of thing. And then we're going to come back in with that again. And then ending. Okay, and then it's all over. So let's look at a blues jam into this. So we have the B flat. flat 7, F7, no turnaround, back to the first one. Okay, so that's our 12-bar blues in the same key and everything as going up the country. So this is our, it's like a D shape, 6, 7, 6. We're not trying to hit the bottom one, trying to mute that. So our little beat could be like dum dum da dum 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 da dum, down down up down up down up down up, and then switch to this one. Now this one could be 5, 6, and 4. Mute the bottom, or if you want to try to get this one, you got 5, 6, 6, 6. So we got. So we're gonna have 2, 3, 4. Second bar, third bar, fourth bar, and switch to E flat. 2 bars there and back. Then going up to the 5 chord, 2 bars there and back. Okay, let's try it a little slower. 2, 3, 4. Here we go. Take that same shape up. And this one stays. Back to the first one. Okay, then we got our scale we can look at. This is our minor pentatonic scale. Now if we start here on this 3, we can look at our major pentatonic. Okay, so when I play these chords, play some of these little riffs. You got your major pentatonic, happy blues, or you got your minor pentatonic, more darker blues. Ready? 2, 3, and. Alright, I'll take one. Take it. One more time. All right, a little bit of blues, a little bit of canned heat going up the country. You want to hear some real cool blues? Listen to like Refried Boogie off one of their live albums. All right, thanks a lot for watching. We'll talk to you all soon.